I'm also going to ask him to turn off the light that once we're on the lions that is on me, because after the rain we are. Oh, there we go, something happened. Oh, now that amount of dust that just shot out there, it's an aardvark. It's actually an aardvark. It's not a warthog they're after. They're after one of the most seldom seen animals in Africa. It's an aardvark. You can actually hear it beating its tail and digging. I might be wrong, but it sounds to me like there could be an aardvark down there. And the lions are getting very close to get that reaction. Now, if they go down the hole again, you'll actually notice that earth spews out. Something is trying to dig down away from the lions at an absolute rate of knots. Well, I suppose you can't do a rate of knots underground. There we go. Let's see what happens. There we go. It is a warthog. Oh! Hold on. They've just got it. Now, sensitive viewers, the screaming is quite bad. It's a big male warthog. The female is now going for the throat grip. There we go. She's now got the throat. Now one of the reasons the predators go for that throat, I know the sound is really disturbing, is to try shut down that screaming so it doesn't attract unwanted lions or hyenas. I know for sensitive viewers this is very difficult, and a warthog screams are very, very, very hard to listen to, but fortunately it seems like the lioness has got hold of the esophagus and she is going to suffocate it now, and those terrible sounds will stop. So I think we arrived at the most opportune time. The lions had been digging for at least an hour to get that deep, and the only reason they're digging into there is because of the rain. Normally the sand would be too hard, but we had massive thunder showers today. Now this is quite gruesome. The lions are starting to feed on the warthog while it is still alive. Oops, sorry, I got a bug in my hair. I'm just going to move the car quickly. So do apologies, sensitive viewers, please look away, go grab a cup of tea. This is very gruesome. The animal is still alive. The lions are starting to feed on it, but this is Africa. This is nature at its most raw, and we are just witnessing something that would happen even if we were not here. Now, those screams might attract the male lions to the situation. Okay, thankfully unfortunately, sorry, I thought the warthog was dead. It is not dead. But you must realize this animal is in such a state of shock that it's probably not feeling anything. Obviously, it is still screaming in distress, but it is in such a state of shock. The lionesses at the back are already into its stomach. They've probably already eaten its kidneys and its liver, which are high nutrient items, full of iron. Here we go. I think it's not long. As I said, for sensitive viewers, this is very difficult. I do apologize, but this is what happens out here on a daily basis in Africa. Now, these three females have 9 little cubs that they have to feed and have to produce milk for. So this warthog will be an incredible source of nutrients for them to be able to feed their little cubs. So we do have a few questions. Sorry, I just didn't catch them there. Rebecca, can you go again? Esther would like to know, would they bite the throat in order for it not to suffer? Esther, unfortunately, lions do not have thoughts like that. They are instinctive beings. They bite the throat to stop the scream, not for suffering, but to stop it attracting other predators, hyenas, possibly nomadic male lions, or even their same coalition of male lions, because these lionesses, and you can see they're really tucking in, they're eating as fast as possible, because if the males heard that in this area, they'll come and take the kill from the females. Now again, this is not for sensitive viewers. This is live from Kenya. This is live from the African bush, and this is lions, what they've been doing for the last 500,000 years. The animal is dead. It is not suffering anymore, and I don't think it's been suffering for quite some time due to the fact that it's been in shock. And there we go. So there's one female still holding on to the throat. I think the animal is dead. She's just making doubly sure it's dead. Now, a big male warthog like this is a very dangerous animal for lions. They have incredibly sharp teeth. Their tusks, their bottom tusks, known as tushes, are as sharp as razor blades. So they are able to actually inflict incredible damage to lions. So they have to be very careful when... Oh, lioness is looking up, and I said that screaming might attract male lions. Let me just have a quick look with the spotlights around. So far, luckily for the girls, no sign of male lions. Now, Asad would like to know, is it true, is their bite force proportional to the size of prey? I would say to a degree, Asad, and also the bite force depends on the fight that is given by the prey. So with prey that fights more, such as a buffalo or warthog, they will generally bite a lot harder. Now, those legs kicking is not the animal alive. That is just its nerves kicking through. So when something fights more, the bite force will be more than something like small, like an impala or a Thompson's gazelle, that with one bite you've crushed the spinal column. But with something as big as a warthog, now a big male warthog can weigh nearly as much as a lioness, up to about 110 kilograms. A lioness only weighs between 120 and 130. And with those sharp teeth, it is a very, very dangerous prospect for these girls. But